This first book we're reading in honor of Mrs. Gam. It's called The Little Kid's Table by Marianne McCabe Rail, illustrated by Mary Reeves Ools. I love when we visit my grandma Mabel. I get to sit at the little kid's table. The grown-up's table's so shiny and fancy. It has pretty flowers from my Aunt Nancy. When my grandma calls out, "Let's eat," like in musical chairs, we race for our seats. We run super fast, we're almost flying, but my brother gets bumped and ends up crying. Next to our forks, we have spoons at our places. We try to get them to stick to our faces. First you breathe on the spoon, then press it on tight. It'll hang from your nose if you do it just right. Mom piles food high on all of our plates, making us try the foods she knows we'll hate. I have no idea why it's my mom's goal to have us all love broccoli casserole. 'Cause even if you're not very picky, there are some foods that are totally icky. Grandma says you might like it. You never know. If you don't eat your veggies, how will you grow? We play tricks at the table. Don't leave your seat. You might come back to a meal you won't want to eat. Peas in your milk or some messy ketchup grins. Two of the favorites from my cousins, the twins. We get super silly. You know how that goes. You start laughing so hard, milk squirts from your nose. But before someone chokes on their mac and cheese, Mom gives us the look that says, "Stop it now, please." But in comes Crashy, my grandpa's dog Daisy. With her jumping and barking, it gets even more crazy. He says she's part lab, another part poodle, and calls her his sweet little labradoodle. Giggle, gulp, clatter, munch, icky, sticky, crash, and crunch. Our parents look over and tell us to hush, but I think they wish they were still one of us. Because I can see it in Uncle Fred's eye at the end of the meal when it's time for the pie. With a grin on his face, he gives us a wink. He'd rather sit here, at least that's what I think. I bet if the grown-ups were granted 3 wishes, one would be to give up those fancy dishes and go back to the days when they were able to sit again at the little kid's table. Because we all know when the meal is done, which of the tables has had the most fun.